Welcome to this week's WFN video review. This week we feature a matchup from Division I of the Atlanta District Amateur Soccer League. Steen Gold hosts second place Georgia Tech FC at Atlanta's Silverback Park. With league leaders Inkhead.com sitting on a bye this week, Georgia Tech FC has a chance to close the gap on the league leaders. This would set up an interesting marquee matchup for Tech and Inkhead at Southern Poly the following weekend. Steen Gold, though looking safe from relegation, need to add some valuable points if they are to have any hope of challenging for league honors this term. Both of these teams are well known for being skillful and entertaining. This match would not be short on either. Under overcast skies, the game began and the sparring between the two sides well and truly began. Early on, each team managed to get forward to threaten, even if the early sharpness was off. Here, a Stephen Gaffney shot is off the mark as both teams look to settle early. Moments later, Georgia Tech's Chiro gets behind the Sting defense, but his shot is tamed well by the Sting keeper. The first real chance of the day came by way of a set piece for Steen Gold. A good shot was only thwarted by a stuck-out leg which looped the ball over the bar. The game remained lively as the half went on, and later Don Pottinger came on for Georgia Tech to replace Chiro and provided a different threat as soon as he came onto the pitch. In this sequence, he's able to split the back line of Sting to get a shot in on goal, well saved by the Sting keeper.
That's a nice save.
But shortly afterward, Pottinger would get Georgia Tech in front through another good move down the middle after good vision from another Tech forward. Again, Pottinger ran down the middle and this time was able to latch onto the through ball securely and put it into the back of the net for the early 1-0 lead. On the replay, you can see the vision of the assist as a perfectly weighted through pass caught Pottinger in stride where he could bury it past the keeper. Next in the game was the flashpoint. Although lively, the game was not ill-tempered up to this point. But after Gaffney was bowled over in a challenge, another off-camera altercation prompted the referee to go into action that changed the match. A straight red for Sting's Gaffney caused tempers to flare, and the following altercations changed the nature of the game completely. It was a nervy few moments as the suddenness of the incident caught many of us off guard. But cooler heads from both sides prevailed and order was restored. Gaffney got his marching orders, but the referee had more work to do by issuing another card. This time it would be yellow to a Tech player for the retaliation lunge in the altercation. Next, a weird twist as play restarted. A free kick was the result of the red card, and Nick Burton set up and took the kick before the Sting keeper had finished arranging his wall. There was controversy about should the goal be allowed, but the goal was deemed fair, and Tech had a valuable 2-0 lead going into the half. In the second half, and now with a man advantage, Georgia Tech looked to take full advantage with quick counters to catch Sting upfield. Here, Tech's quickness ended with a narrow miss across the face of goal. But there was no quit in Sting goal. Possibly the goal of the day fired in from long range by Brad Braddock as he found space to turn and shoot to get Sting back into the game at 2-1. The replay shows the skill of Braddock as he first held off a defender, then ran into space and took his chance to bury the goal from long range. But the Sting comeback ran into some trouble late on. Tech was taking advantage of their man advantage and continued to press forward, which in this case produced a shot on goal that was first saved. However, the resulting deflection was pounced on by Pat Murray, who then dispatched off a Sting defender for the goal. Georgia Tech now had a commanding 3-1 lead. But if you thought the drama was over for a 10-man Sting, you would be wrong. Sting still fought on bravely as if they had no man disadvantage at all and brought their own brand of pressure, here only denied by a last-minute clearance off the line. And the controversies weren't over. As Sting went in close towards the full-time whistle, a low cross appears to have been handled by a Tech defender in the box. However, upon review, it's hard to tell from our angle if the ball was deflected by chest, shoulder, or arm. Nevertheless, there was no call and play continued. Tech pushed forward late on and could have had a killing fourth, but the shot was off target after moving forward. Time finally ran out on what was a very entertaining match between these two talented teams. Georgia Tech FC had taken the 3 points with goals from Pottinger, Burton, and Murray. Sting goal's fabulous strike by Braddock proving not enough to help Sting get something out of this match. 3-1 the final score in favor of Georgia Tech FC. With this result, Georgia Tech clawed within a point of the league leaders Inkhead.com, though Inkhead does have a game in hand. Tech's next game is against Inkhead.com in their home at Southern Poly University. Sting Gold dropped one place to the bottom half of the Division I standings with the news that FC Brookhaven defeated Majestic on the day and leapfrogged them in the table. Sting will need to be careful not to get dragged into the quagmire of a relegation battle by getting points next week against AC Majestic, also at Silverback's Park. All in all, a great afternoon of football, and the photographers at Images Frozen in Time captured all the action and some wonderful match photography. Sit back and enjoy, and don't forget to come out to support these players in the ADSL who play the game for the love of the sport. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week for another ADSL Focus matchup.